cherry on my lips and sugar fingertips. I can feel the beat running through the speakers.
Carlee. Or shall I say Carlethias, Carlee Russell. I don't even know where I want to start. I really don't. Oh, my phone going off. I really don't know where I want to start. But first and foremost, I start with, I must say, and I'm just going to say this off the rip. Carlee, I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt. But it was when it came back that you showed up back at your house, back at your parents' home. When you showed back up there, I went to my daughter and I said, she doing this for attention. You know, and I say that because when you gave out the statement of the white male with orange hair, I knew you was lying. And you know, I say that because, you know, this story or your story, Carlee Russell, your story resonate with me for several reasons. One and foremost is because of the fact, you know, a lot of people was out there looking for you because you had them thinking that you was kidnapped. Not only that, but it resonates with me because of the fact that I am a survivor of being kidnapped. And Carlee, you know what? Kidnapping ain't nothing to play with. You know, so your story, this whole situation resonates with me because of the fact that, you know, it was just heartbreaking to see. And you know, I just knew it. I said, wait a minute. And you continue to you gave that statement. And I said, wait a minute. She's steady showing up with the lie. And I know for a fact it don't pay to lie. But my thing is also is that you took this, you drew this out, you planned this, you know, and it's frustrating because of the fact that me, myself, I went through a kidnapping, okay? No, I ain't show back up at my mama's house, okay? No, I went to the nearest house that can help me, save me, you know, but Max, this is something, you know, I truly believe that you should have came forth after the first press conference. The first press conference laid it out, but you continue to go days and days and let people wonder what's going on next. I already knew. Matter of fact, I even sent the message to your mother and your father, you know, that you was lying. So right about now, I truly believe, you know, it would have been a lot better if you would have showed up, with your statement. Well, let me back up. I'm finna back up. I wrote some notes out. I'm finna go over my notes, okay? So bear with me. You know, and you know what, by the way, you the same age, or around the same age of when I was kidnapped. You was 25. I was 24 when I was kidnapped, okay? And it was many years ago. But at the same time, when I was kidnapped, I was pregnant. Are you pregnant, Carlee? That's the rumor. But my daughter, what you go, Makai? Yeah, I was kidnapped. I was pregnant when I was kidnapped. And the kidnappers, they wasn't trying to let me go. I had to play like I was dead. Yeah, so you know what? It's like to hear this or to hear what you did, it's like once I started hearing more information about it, I just knew it was a hoax. I knew it was, especially when you said number one, the kid. I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, but then I started thinking about when I was going down the highway one time and I saw something going on and I called 911. But you know what? When you're on the highway and you see something going on, you can't stop. So you call it in and multiple people will call it in. But that wasn't the case in your situation. It was only you because it was only in your mind. But at the same time, Carlee, Man, I'm telling you, man, all the time that was wasted looking for who? Looking for you. All the man hours. And you know what? Another thing, listen, you also mentioned you don't like, oh, you tweeted this. Yeah, I didn't look it up. Somebody else looked it up, but you tweeted many years ago. Well, no, wait a minute. I don't know when you tweeted, but it's still there unless you done deleted it by now. But you tweeted that you hated when other people waste your time. Look what you did. You wasted all them people's time. Wasted all their time looking for you because you planned a hoax. Okay, let me get back to my notes here. You know what? Oh, by the way, you had mentioned, and I know, like now we all know it's a lie, but when you said you had to climb a fence, you know what? I really did have to climb a fence after my throat was cut, after I was kidnapped. I had to climb a fence. But this is something that you made up. See, that's my story. So just imagine what I was going through. I really did have to fight for my life, okay? Okay? Imagine that when I was going through what I was going through, if at that time I'm trying to call 911, call for somebody to help me, but police not available because they on the search for somebody else, which is a hoax, that ain't nothing to play with. The time that you spent, the time that you took, or the time you took away from the police department to work on a serious case, a real case that's really happening, you know, you was just thinking about, well, I can't tell you what you was thinking about. What I say is that by now you know it was wrong. It was wrong, okay? So, but based on all the evidence that was provided, after I watched that press conference, I just knew you was going to come forward then. You know, to carry out a lie, when a person when they tell one lie, they have to tell another one and 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 another one. Yeah, she told one lie, she had to keep going on. I guess you got tired of telling your lies, huh? Yeah, and it's just real sickening. But at the same time, it's real sickening what you did because you was only thinking about yourself, you know. And now that it's done, we can't change the past. It's over with. But now the power is in your hands. The power is in your hands for you to show up and let the apology come from who? Come from you. Carlee Russell, also known as Carlee. You know what? You lawyered up. To lawyer up, you got a lawyer and you're guilty, okay? You got a lawyer to hide behind the lawyer. The lawyer sent in a statement, but it's different when it comes from you. So, put your wig back on, put your makeup on, and come on and make your statement. Because Carlee, the amount of time that you waste, and like you said, you don't like your time to be wasted. Look how much time was wasted. Look all your neighbors. All your neighbors came to the yard and they had prayer visual out for you. Individuals was out there looking for you. And then you showed up at your front door. I couldn't show up at my front door. I went to the nearest neighbor. I went to the nearest house after I ran out of the woods, after I climbed a fence. Okay? And it was not in my imagination. You lied. And then now you lawyered up. But now guess what? You lawyered up and you're spending more money on a lawyer for a lie. What I would have done, what I suggested, and I sent this to your parents. I sent this in the message. You go ahead, you show up. You give your statement. You apologize for what you did. You know what you did was wrong. Matter of fact, I'm a talk about a little bit about this. It was pre-planned because a year ago, July 27th of 2022, you tweeted a statement saying that you just want to go away and be in a hotel for 48 hours. You manifested that. You did 49 hours. But I say this to say now that, you know, there's more power in you coming to share your story. There's more power in you coming and apologizing to all the individuals who came out and believed you. There's more power in you coming and apologizing from your heart, sincerely, because there are individuals such as myself. There are survivors who called 911, who needed 911. And by the grace of God, I'm very grateful that there was nobody out there in Flint, Michigan during the time of my situation. I'm very grateful that nobody was playing a prank at the time that I needed them the most, when I was bleeding from my neck, pregnant at that. But it's not about me. It's about you showing up. You share your story. You come forth. You got the whole world concerned about you. And then you kept lingering on with the lie. It's time to, come on. You educated. You graduated. You got a bachelor's degree. Come forth. Give your apology. Yeah, I know you embarrassed. Your mother is embarrassed as well. Your father, I could tell when he did the interview, he already knew the truth. But that's my opinion. But your mother is very embarrassed because she believed in you. She believed in you. She didn't want to believe that her baby girl, her daughter, would lie. Even though all the facts were presented to her, she still did not want to believe that you would tell a lie. Let me tell you something. Many times when the ego, that's edging God out. The ego can get you to do weird things. But God wants you to come and tell the truth. And let me tell you something. There's more strength. There's more power in your story. There's more power in you coming forth and explaining what happened. I could respect you more for that. But at the rate that you're going, at first I said, well, you know what? She's staying gone this long. That means she's going down to crazy. You was trying to play crazy. But let me tell you something. And you may have, I don't know if you connected the dots. The things that you tweeted, the things that you tweeted. That relates to what just manifested. Okay? You tweeted about going to a hotel. You tweeted about, oh, everywhere I go, I take me some snacks. Yeah, they tracked that. It was just evidence that was stacked up against you. The thing about it is that what I was going with that is that many times, and it's in the Bible, is that life and death is in the power of the tongue. We're very powerful through the things that we talk about, through the things that we say, and also through the things that we write. What you wrote about a year ago, what you wrote about July, I know you did a tweet on July 27, 2022. It manifested. Manifestation is real. But let's manifest things that we do want in our life. Let's not try to get back at someone who hurt our feelings. I don't even know if that's where I was going with this, but there's a reason why you did what you did. But only you know, only who know? Carlee. Only Carlethias, Carlee Russell know the answer as to why she lied. And I truly believe the world need an explanation or an apology. But guess what, Carlee? You have more power if you come and you tell the truth and not hide behind a lawyer. You hiding behind a lawyer. Let me tell you something. With that case, let me see. Okay, well, what they can do is negotiate, but it'd be a very high price to throw the case out. I don't recommend they throw it out. No, I don't, because you knew you lied. And so with a situation like this, I could see them charging you with at least 3 charges. Now that you have a lawyer, the lawyer can negotiate them down to just 1. And within that, no lawyer can promise you what they will do, what the end result will be. But there's still a chance that you can, your parents or your family can come up with the money and make it disappear. But yet and still, that statement, it came through your lawyer. It didn't come from you. So anything that you do, you still got to pay the consequences. You're going to get the karma come back to you. But many times, let me say this, individuals, we all make a mistake. Okay? What's the lesson we learn from the mistake? Okay? I can't tell if you learned anything because you lawyered up. That statement came through him. I can't even say it came from you. Okay? Because also in that statement, there was things that was not addressed. You didn't even mention about the rope. Okay? That's stealing. Okay? And not only that, it impacted your former employer. Yeah, your employer put out a statement that you was fired. Do you blame them? No, I don't blame them. But you know what? They all had compassion for you. He would have never thought that you would do what you did. I don't even think they knew you stole yet. I mean, I don't know that until I think they only found out because the police came back and needed to look at the video camera, to give them some tips on maybe if somebody came there, came at your place of employment. But in the process of it, they had evidence that you stole. And they also had the items, the robe, the toilet tissue. You know all that. I don't have to go into details on that. Clear my throat. But anyway, let me get back to my facts here. What I write down here. Oh, look, when they told me that you returned back to home, it got comical to me. It really did. And it was not, I had to laugh to keep from crying. Okay. Because I'm sitting up here wondering, how long is she going to keep going on with this lie? But now that there's been a second press conference, you got a lawyer, okay, at this stage of the game, actually, you can get rid of the lawyer. You just wasted your parents some money. However much they pay for that lawyer, but I'm going to say this, the lawyer, you just wasted your parents some money. I had sent the message and said, don't pay no money for no lawyer. You turn yourself in, you give a brief statement, don't say too much, because your details on exactly what was in your mind at that time, you could save that information for your tell-all book, for your story. Whereas the route that you're going right now, you're hiding behind your lie. Come forth, give your statement, okay? Because, you're not the only one. Whatever you were going through, I'm pretty sure there's somebody else out there that was going through the same thing that you're going through, but they didn't make the decisions that you made. Okay? We can forgive you for more if you come forth. I'm saying this from a person who really was kidnapped, okay? And kidnapping is nothing to play with. There are individuals out there now who families wish that their person would come back because their person had been kidnapped and they ain't seen them. But you made up some bull crap. Okay, but we all know that. We know you made it up. Okay, now it's time for you to come forth and apologize. You know what? You're a spiritual being having a human experience, okay? I want to say something else, but I'm going to say you messed up. Okay? But I'm going to also say this, lying is not the way to go. And I know this for a fact, okay? Because individuals who have lied in my life, they have seen the karma. And I'm not going to mention nothing else on this video. Okay? But Carlee, you need to, you know about social media. Yeah, you took, I don't even see your Facebook up no more. In some kind of way, you got it where they can't make no comments on your Instagram. So you can turn it back on, find a way, create you a new account or whatever you got to do. But I truly believe you owe the world an apology. Okay? Calling 911 and making up a story. You made up a story. Not caring about what impact it was going to have on other people. And then I'm pretty sure the day you made that story up, you was watching it out on TV. Okay? You watched it out. You watched it out. You was watching it play out. So with that being said, I'm just, you know, I'm really upset. But I'm not angry. No. Because I'm not. Because I truly believe that you were hurt and you did not know that such situation was going to play out the way that it did. That's my assumption. But I'm very disappointed in such an educated young black woman. I'm very disappointed. And like I said, this case has so many similarities to my own life. And it disappoints me that a black woman get on national TV and lie. Well, you didn't get on national TV, but your story went national because you called in something that was not true. And my heart goes out to all the black women that has been in a situation where they were kidnapped. You know, oh gosh. You know what? But I'm grateful that you are alive. I just ask that you come forth and give your statement and give an apology. That's all I'm asking. Because there are families who family members have gone kidnapped. There are individuals who have been kidnapped and they did not find their family members. And there were individuals who came out to look for you. I don't know. This is just me giving my input, and I hadn't even came on. You know, I did share your story, or I shared something that people created. Additional news, I shared it. But it's just so heartbreaking, you know, that you would go to the lengths that you went through. But at the same time, I truly believe that you entered a state of consciousness and you were so deep into it, there was no turning back. And that's what I'm learning. I've been learning during my journey, you know, just learning about my own life, learning about why such things happen to myself. And I understand that they happen to us for us. Okay? We may not understand everything that happened in our life, but this right here, it is a situation that has happened in your life, and your situation that happened in your life had a similarity to what happened in my life. And your situation, it triggered me. You know, back to when I was kidnapped. I was kidnapped when I was in my apartment and I was in my bed asleep and I was pregnant with my twins. So your story, it triggered me to think about that. What if when I was kidnapped, if someone had made a false story when I was trying to get help, when I was fighting for my life? So now I know you have lawyered up, but it's now understanding. Do you understand the seriousness of what you created? And what I would say, and I've said this in this video, is for you to come forth and you apologize. And you know what? I can accept it more than, you know, regardless of what everybody else is going to say, because there people going to talk and people are going to judge you. Yes, they are. Okay, but you have to be the bigger person and come out yourself and stop hiding behind a lawyer. Okay, and you speak from the heart. Okay, because what is done, it is done. You cannot go back and change it. Okay, many people came to your hometown. They stopped what they were doing, came to your hometown to come and look for you. Many people got on airplanes, came to that city. Individuals also, well-known individuals have posted in concern. And now that you found out that you were caught in your lie, you want to hide behind an attorney? Take your power back and step forward with your statement from your own mouth. That's what I'm saying. Let me see if I had anything else I had to say. I want to say, I also want to say this, that I truly believe that your mom should have came back and gave an apology. You know what? She reached out to many people. Individuals came and was so in support when Carlee was missing. Okay, individuals came in support. Okay, when those individuals came in support and then you came back, it was time for your mother, Carlethias Russell, to come back with an apology. But I know at the time of that that video interview, she was still in denial. I know your mom was still in denial, but I know God whispered her and said, look, Carlee is lying. Okay. So I truly believe, I seriously believe that your mom, it would have been very proper for her to come and make a statement. It doesn't hurt, okay? If anything, I know she's extremely embarrassed among her friends, among family, even the police department, because they were supportive of Carlethias. They were supportive of the Russell family. I don't know everybody who came out in support, but to send a statement through an attorney, that's a cop-out to me. That's a cop-out. But you gain your power back by stepping forth, come forth, face the consequences. You tweeted back in July of 2022 that you just want to get away from everybody. Okay, guess what? You're going to get away from everybody because I know I am not a judge. I know I'm not on the case, but I see you serving some time for what you did. You go ahead, serve that time, save that money on that attorney, because you may need that money that you got for the attorney to pay them fines that they about to come up with. Okay? But you know what also, Carlee, let me tell you something. And I know this is not on you, but there are individuals who actually lost their job. Well, they was doing something they weren't supposed to. Okay? But it's this situation. You impacted many people with your shenanigans. So with that being said, let me see. Yeah, I understand. For you to do something like this, your feelings got hurt. Only you know who hurt your feelings, okay? And feelings are very important. But, and I don't like to use the word but, whereas there's a way to go about doing things. There's a way, but in this situation, it was loud and clear that you were seeking attention. It's a high price tag to pay for that kind of attention. So, my thing, I truly believe that you should come with an apology. I truly believe your mother should come back with an apology as well. Your mother is a very, very, very influential individual in the community. Now, behind something like this, I know many feelings are going to be are tarnished. Or I don't know if that's the right word to say. But I know that your mother is embarrassed. And And you know what? To ask for privacy after many people around the country came to your family's request of helping to locate you and pass out flyers, and now to know that it was all a lie, it is time to step forward. Be strong, okay? You got this. You can do this. Now, if you can sit up and plan such elaborate situation, you can be stronger than the situation that you're currently in, and you can come out of such situation as a victor. Yes, you can come out of such situation as a victor. There is a way, and that is standing up to your truth. So with that being said, let me see if I had anything else. I had wrote down this before the press conference. I said, no, she gonna lose with, you'll end up losing with the crazy defense, okay? Because they had so much evidence against you that showed that it was pre-planned. So yeah, put your wig back on, put you some makeup on, and create you a press conference. If you don't create you a press conference, you just record you a video. Yeah, record you a video. So with that being said, let me see if I think I had something else I had wrote. I don't know. Let me see. Oh no. I do suggest, yeah, I think you're going to jail. I do. You know, there is no way for all of us in the world to have seen this play out. It's like a movie. We just watched a movie. And your movie is so similar to mine, but I actually lived it. I lived through being kidnapped. And that's nothing to play with, you know. And I had, this is what I sent to you. I'm going to just read some of it, what I had sent to you. I don't even know if I should read all of it. No, because it don't relate now. I said, I get it. Your feelings got hurt, so you planned a get back, but it backfired on you. So now you playing crazy. And I wrote this before this last press conference came out. I sent this to your parents. I said, so now you playing crazy, then determined to stick to the lie. Well, doing that would get you 5 years in prison, but you would only do 2 to 3 years. Whereas put your wig back on, do your makeup, and come share your story from the heart. You come and tell us that you failed, that you, I don't know, I ain't gonna say all that, okay. Your mind went to measures of getting someone's attention, but the plan did not work out. So now you have gotten caught in the plot. You don't want to face the consequences. Well, now that we've had the second press conference, you finally realized that you came to realize that everybody knew you was lying, you know. And then I also wrote this to your parents. I said, people will love you for putting that ego aside and to do what God would do, and that is the truth shall set you free. God should bless you for telling the truth. There's power in your truth. Yes, you come forth with the truth, and I promise you that God has a plan for you. Okay? First, you will need to go and turn yourself in to the police. You can remain silent, but the world want you to talk right away. You know, I'm going to say this, and I said this, I sent this to your parents, but they must didn't read the post, or they didn't read the message, because I said, don't waste money on a lawyer because you would negotiate all the charges down to one. And I said, please don't waste no money for a lawyer because that money would be used for your commissary. You go this route, you don't have to give the details right away. Yes, you're going to be locked up, okay? But now you got a lawyer, so that lawyer might be able to negotiate that you don't serve no time, but you may receive a hefty fee. You got to look at it at how much man hours or how much money was sent for individuals to work on this case, and the whole time it was a lie. Then I said, use that time when you're sitting down as your rest period, because remember, you always said that you want to get away from people, okay? And you want to go spend 48 hours in a hotel, okay? During this stint, you spent 49 hours away, okay? I said, go ahead and write your tell-all book. We will buy it because inquiring minds wants to know what was going on in your head. Me, I already know. You know, and I wrote this before this press conference. I sent it to your parents, and I never did, make a video because I said, let me just, I'll just send it to them. But now that, you lawyered up, they done had the next press conference. No, people wants to hear an apology from who? Carlee Russell. Here we go. Let me see. Okay, if they do give you time, you'll be okay. You will have plenty of fans who will write you. Your parents will keep money on your account. Also, I must say, we the public deserve an apology. I said that. I wrote that when I sent it to your parents. I said, your story had me mad at first because I knew you were lying. Then it turned funny and unbelievable all at the same time. I started having mixed emotions, okay? Whereas I realized this situation it has some mental capacity to it, but I knew goodness well you was not mentally crazy, okay? Okay. You entered a state of consciousness that kept you caught up until you watched many things play out on TV while at wherever you were at. I don't know, there was words that you was at a hotel, but I don't know about that. Okay, and that's when you realize that you failed. But you continue to play out the saga when you even went back to your house, okay? But overall, Carlee, I send you love, I send you light, and I send you peace. But let me say this, you will get that peace once it come out of your mouth. The apology must come out of your mouth. If no apology comes out of your mouth, Carlee, you will live with this. It will be on your mind constantly, okay? And that's not what I want for you. I know this because your situation is similar to my own life, okay? So with that being said, you know what? This message has been sent from a survivor who was kidnapped many, many years ago. So I'm just saying, I just think that you owe the world an apology. Yeah. So I say, tell the truth and shame the devil. With that being said, I'm Sharita Jackson. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful that Carlee made it back home. But now I truly believe Carlee owes the world an apology. And yes, I truly believe that, she shall face whatever consequences that are in I don't know how to say it, what's in the lines of the law. I'm not a judge, I'm not a lawyer, but at the same time, it's time for her to throw in the white towel and come forth with an apology, because there were many lives affected and there was so much time wasted, okay? And I don't want this message to go out as, I want this to go out in a positive manner, okay? I'm basically sending this message out for her to come forth with the truth. There's more power in sharing the truth than hiding behind a lie. So with that being said, I'm grateful that she is home, but now it's up to Carlee to come back and apologize. With that being said, I hope everyone have an amazing day. Thank you for listening.
Black queens, just live up your dream. Please just know that you're amazing, you deserve everything. Black queens, no matter your color, know that God made you his image, be unique like no other. My queens, just know y'all the best, just have confidence, you're beautiful, don't settle for less. My queen's life is truly a test, but you got it cause you're strong, so you don't have to stress. Yeah, you're beautiful and you're strong. Shine your light till the darkness is gone. Know some nights, yeah, the vibe been the wrong, but just know this is where you belong.